I'm Sam Magill Jr. and my father, Samuel Wallace Magill Sr. We're having a memorial for him on Saturday, and he, during World War II, was awarded several medals for his feat of capturing 20,000 Germans, and set up the surrender German General Elster on a bridge on the Loire River in France, and was responsible for getting those Germans, the 20,000 Germans, along with about 100 horses and wagons and vehicles, to a formal surrender point, which was approximately 90 miles from where Dad worked the surrender with General Elster. 20,000 Germans were allowed to keep their weapons because of the French underground were taking pot shots at them off and on, so they kept their weapons when they and marched them. Dad's platoon of 24 men got them over to the official surrendering point. It was quite a feat.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you arranged the Loire surrender, a little bit how that came about?
He had heard through the French underground, etc., that there was a large mass of Germans in a certain area in France. And he took his interpreter and jeep driver, and they crossed the Loire into enemy territory to go down and check this out so that they could report back to headquarters. They got down there and met with a man, and he said, "Let me get the general." And Dad, of course, had no idea that he was going to be face to face with a major general in the German army. And they came out, and the general wanted a show of force surrender. Dad told him, "You may as well give up. It's lost. If you give up now, you'll be saving the lives of your men." And much to the German general's credit, he agreed. But he wanted a show of force to save face. Dad hopped back in his jeep. They hightailed it back to headquarters, met with
his commander. They're making another one that was not going to sell or anything, so they just didn't. And so the producer, though, told Dad that he wanted to take him to dinner. Take him to dinner.
I'm your sister. Oh, okay. They didn't see it until we were on. No,
Halt! And salute! Dip! Quiet! Hood! Forward! Hood! Over! Forward! 2, halt! Okay.
The family wants to acknowledge Mrs. B. Magill, who was Sam's widow, and they were married for 55 years, and she is not able to be here due to health problems. I do have some introductions. Sister Lucia Wiedneck. If you're all the way from Maine, thank you for coming. It's great accomplishment. And for Sam Magill Jr. and his wife Daisy from Fort Worth, Texas. Daughter Lynn Magill Hoke of Albuquerque. And her grandson Liam Hoke of Albuquerque. And granddaughter Maggie Hoke of Portland, Oregon. And also I believe there are some nephews and nieces here too. So right now we're going to go into watching the film to view this. This Is Your Life. It was a complete surprise. And I think it was a great one. We're going to watch that now, so enjoy the show.
You, sir, Captain Samuel W. Magill, now stationed in Stuttgart, Germany tonight. This is your life. We work for the United States Army and your good friend here, Bob Andrews. Bob, thank you very much. Thank you. My goodness, we worked to get you over here from Stuttgart, Germany, you see, on another mission. So your being here tonight is a big surprise to you, is it not? Surprise, I should say it is. You want to sit down? It's a big enough surprise even to be here. Well, we want to relive with you one of the most dramatic exploits in the liberation of France in 1944. Ladies and gentlemen, as unbelievable as the adventures you're about to embark on with us will seem to you, let me assure you that it actually happened. In recreating your life, Captain Magill, we have to recreate the life of a platoon. Your platoon, the Intelligence and Reconnaissance Platoon for the 329th Infantry Regiment of the 83rd Infantry Division of Simpson's 9th Army. When was the last time your platoon was together, Captain Magill?
It was in early part of 1945.
10 years ago.
Okay.
Since each one of these men is an important part of your life, we have gathered as many of them together as we could, and they're here tonight. From St. Louis, Missouri, Sergeant Herbert Berner. From Mascot, West Virginia, Sergeant Edward Hatcher. From Bryan, Ohio, Sergeant John North. From Clover, Virginia, Sergeant Robert Roller. From Batavia, Illinois, Sergeant Howard Sisler. From Whittier, California, Corporal David Alcala. How are we doing, Captain Magill? Seems impossible. Ohio, PFC Willie Reed. From Lancaster, Ohio, PFC Ralph Anderson. From Howlett, Michigan, PFC James Townsend. From Muncie Valley, Pennsylvania, PFC Robert Hausneck. From Naperville, Illinois, PFC John Baird. From San Diego, California, PFC Robert Alvey. And finally, from Hatfield, Indiana, PFC Stanley Pope. They're the I-19 members of your World War II platoon. Captain Neal, brought together from the four corners of the nation for the first time since you were all in the service together. Now we have seats for all of you gentlemen on stage. And our chair of honor for you, Captain Samuel W. Magill. For 2.5 years, your lives were as one here with us.
Whose voice is that, Sam?
Frank.
He was a pal to you in your childhood, now a police officer in Chicago. Here's your brother, Frank. Is that the harmonica, Frank, or about $5 there?
when Sam bought it, Ed Westcott and I were with him, and we wanted to divvy up with him, and he said nothing to him, he was going to keep it. And got into a fight over it.
Who won?
Sam. Later he was buy a trumpet.
Oh, yeah. I see. You had to fight to become a musician, eh, Sam?
It paid off, too. Sam became first trumpeter of the Kingsville High School Band.
That boy, Sam. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, your sister Lucia. Now, Mrs. Charles Whiteneck. Here's Lucia. Your brother Sam keep up with his interest in music, Lucia?
Yes, he played trumpet in the Cleveland Symphony Orchestra for a while.
Well, I'm hoping to get a higher education.
Who that is, Sam? From Conneaut, Ohio, your brother Bill. Well, Sam spent that first night with you, didn't he, Bill, after he left home?
He sure did. Sam doesn't have much cash, and not very much for anything else either.
Just what did you take when you left home, Sam? Do you recall?
I recall my trumpet and a pair of overalls.
How much money did you have?
50 cents. A quarter of it belonged to this boy.
Paid him, but you never repaid? Well, not much of a stake for a young fellow facing life alone. Well, thank you, brothers Bill, Frank, and Fred, and sister Lucia. The first time you've all been together in 34 years. Your first step toward higher education, Sam, is a night job at the YMCA in Ashtabula, Ohio. You also work in the home of M.C. Robinson there. In 1 year's time, you save enough to enter Penn College in Cleveland to study psychology. Your hopes are high, your prospects are good. Then, in June of 1941, you, Sam Magill, together with millions of other young men, are drafted to defend your country. You need to ask you?
Well, he didn't come all the way from Germany.
From Stuttgart, Germany, your lovely wife Merle, your son Wally, and daughter Merle Lynn, all the way from Germany. Pick her up, Daddy, so the world sees right out here. You sit there for a moment, Merle, by your husband, and that's it. Merle Lynn, you, Dad. Over there, Mommy over there. You sit up here, Wally. Hop up here, my dad. Soon after you're married.
Half of him, my father. Samuel Wallace Magill Sr., Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Army retired. And myself, Samuel Wallace Magill Jr., Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Army retired. I would like to take this opportunity to salute all of the veterans here for their tremendous contributions to this great nation of ours, for protecting our freedom and making this country so prosperous. Thank you very, very much. God bless everybody, and thank you again for coming.
I am Lynn Magill Hoke, also known as Merle Lynn, and until the day he passed, known as Punk to my dad. You've heard some about Dad's World War II exploits and Sam Magill the father. I would like to tell you a little about Sam Magill in his older years. Education was very important to Dad. He dropped out of Fenn College, as you heard, in 1941 to enlist. But years later, despite his demanding job, he went back to school and received not only his BA in International Relations, but 2 master's degrees and had been accepted in a doctoral program. Dad was in Army intelligence during the Cold War. His specialty areas were East Germany, Romania, and Czechoslovakia, which is why he spent a lot of time in Germany. For obvious reasons, we know very little about his work in intelligence. But when I was a teenager, a new girl came to the school I was in, a new American girl. Since we were the only 2 Americans there, this was in southern Germany, we struck up a friendship. One day she asked me, "What does your dad do for a living?" And I said, "Well, my father's in Army intelligence." And she said, "Oh, he's a spook." I said, I've never heard that expression. I go, what do you mean? And she said, your dad's a spy. Well, I was flabbergasted. Next time I got home, I asked Dad, I said, Dad, are you a spy? And he says, punk, no. I'm the one that sends the spies into the field. A few years after Dad retired, in 1968, he and Bea moved from Heidelberg to Munich, Germany. He found a niche in the film industry, which has a presence in Munich through the Bavaria Film Studios. He worked, among others, he worked on films as a technical advisor in Brass Target, Breakthrough, and Inside the Third Reich.
Keep it going. Lift. Forward. Hold. We'll be doing the next few days and be treated like royalty. The mayor of the town, which clings to yonder wall, who in France that we discussed this morning, and was a Robert F. Glasgow, Wheeling, West Virginia. Michael J. Marino, Willoughby, Ohio. I think about you all through the day, my buddy, nobody quite so true.
May the memory of today deepen our commitment for our honored and departed comrade and friend, Mr. Samuel Magill.
Legion Post 103 Honor Card, VFW Post 943 Color Card. I proudly present to you this flag, and to which Sam so proudly served. And from a grateful nation, our heartfelt thanks. And for Sam, job well done.